Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I actually bought a new toy, a new ship, the Golem. The Golem is a Marauder. The Caldari variant focuses basically like the typical Caldari ship to use missiles and shields as defense, missiles as offense. And it's actually, I have to say, like in my tests I've done on the test server, it has actually been pretty good. And I actually want to, I've bought it now on Tranquility, and it was very expensive. I mean, ever since that Marauder update happened, then Marauder prices went up quite a bit, but I still think it's alright. It's a really good ship. Because look at the DPS we're getting right here. Look at this DPS. If we just go here, we're using Javelin. If we go and use the Rage, 3.3k DPS. So my fear actually, it's using kind of a sort of a little semi-bling. It's not full bling, but semi-bling. It's using like, I'm using 2 Caldari Navy ballistic control systems, but not 4. I don't want to go all out, and it has a bit. I'm just using it because of CPU requirements. It's not like, it's not that I need to use it or anything like for DPS, just to actually for CPU requirements. If I had enough CPU, I would have actually gone with just a full Tech 2 actually. So we'll go here and we'll check what mission Challenay-Plarevent has for us. So here's a mission called Vengeance. And I think that's actually quite a good mission to do. I just want to show you guys something here. Though my fit is just using a measly C-type extra large shield booster and no resistance module. So this is really dumb for ganks, because like people will kill me easily. But then again, I think that if someone really wants to gank me, it doesn't matter if I put multi-spectrums or not. I'm gonna die anyway. So this is really all the tank I would ever need in L4 missions, especially with the Bastion. You can see here. This HP per second gets quite high, actually, really high, and especially since I've got some crystal implants in, it makes it like higher than it would normally be. So this mission right here, Vengeance, is actually a very appropriate mission to take out the Golem to do, because this mission, it has a lot of like stuff you need to kill. A lot of stuff needs to be killed in this mission, and that's what the Marauders are really good at doing. They just like to go there and kill stuff. Let's go to Giranifa and get to work. I'm gonna undock now, and let's go to the location. It's unfortunate that missioning in 0.5 systems is the most profitable, because this makes it so that, you know, gankers obviously have an easier time, and that's in general the problem with like many of these like missioning hubs, is that they often get ganked. And you know, when you got a 0.5 system, it's obviously a lot easier to get ganked there. The thing is, I could do missions in a 1.0 system, but the thing is, in a 1.0 system, I'm gonna be earning a lot less actually than this. The income is quite a bit less. I think almost half the amount actually. So it can really differ a lot in the security status. If you go down security status, you're gonna earn more ISK and LP for each mission. So it's just like one of those things with Marauders. They're pretty expensive ships, and it doesn't really even like now I'm got, you know, a couple of bling modules, but when it comes to using a Marauder in high sec, there's always a bit of caution you need to take, because there's always that risk that people will gank you, and it's a lot more significant compared to other battleships you could use in high sec, just because of their innate really high price tag. A lot of people like to just, you know, get a 2 billion or 1.5 billion kill mail. It's almost guaranteed, even with no bling actually in a Marauder. So let's go to the location and take out some Blood Raiders. I get very much satisfaction from killing Blood Raiders, because the thing is, Blood Raiders, they are those kind of one of the more nastier kind of pirates. Out of all the pirates, I think the Blood Raiders actually are the most evil ones, because the lore behind them is that they go and capture people, and then they just have these machines where they drain people they capture's blood. So that's why they're called Blood Raiders actually. And they use this blood to do various things. They're like this kind of a cult-like society, so their whole thing revolves around blood. But the thing is, with them in particular, they like to use the blood to paint their ships. And I don't know if it's actually the blood themselves that they use to paint their ships, because I mean, ships in eveonline are quite big, and the amount of people they would need to kill to just paint one ship is going to be like hundreds and hundreds. And I don't know how they have access to so many people. If we go here on the Paladin, for example, there's actually a Blood Raider skin right here. And this ship is 1.5 kilometers long, so they're going to have to use like thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of people to kill to paint this. So I think what they do, my theory is that they've got this thing where they dilute their paint like juice, you know. So maybe they use like 1% blood and then the rest is like red paint. I think that's my theory at least of what they do. Let's go with the precision script and Bastion up here, and then we're gonna switch over to Mjolnir Rage to take out stuff really quickly. It's gonna go really good because the thing is they're all in so close proximity that there's no real reason I need to use any range script. So we can just go here and start shooting these guys. They're gonna die so fast. Look at that. There we go. Got a bit of a killing spree as well. That's good to have. Let's go and split these here. There's battle cruisers in general. They're always really easy to destroy. Not really much issue at all killing them. The battle cruiser ship's always going to be faster, a little bit slower. But also cruisers, just in general, I have a harder time killing cruisers. I think they have more EHP than actually the battle cruisers. And I fought a lot of NPCs, and the thing is with NPCs, I've noticed that even if I have something that applies really well, the battleship cruisers seem to die quicker. And I don't know if that's just maybe a placebo effect, but I think that the cruisers have actually got more HP than the battle cruisers. I think that's a bit strange because, you know, the battle cruisers are, you know, bigger than a cruiser, and I think it would be quite appropriate that they have, you know, more HP. I don't know, maybe just the way it is. Maybe battle cruisers are supposed to be like destroyers, you know, like glass cannons, because often Tech 2 variants of frigates are a lot more tankier than any kind of a frigate that exists out there. Let's go here and take out these guys. There we go. Take out these. It's so easy. Look at this. 2 volleying these guys, just so easy. And the tank we've got is just absolutely amazing. And with that Bastion timer really fast now, we don't have to waste too much time, you know, sieging up or bastioning up. Before, I remember before like that, they introduced that Marauder buff. Then using Bastion module felt like, oh, not only did you not get DPS, but it also took a lot longer to unsiege or unbastion. So then there's a lot of time wasted in that regard. So it was more like a panic module where you just got a bit of extra range and, you know, hit a tank. That was the only real reason to use it. Otherwise, it kind of slowed you down by quite a bit in your mission running. Let's take out these guys. Good. I think I'll switch over to Javelin. Javelin, I think, is going to be quite appropriate right now. It's going to make everything go quite a bit faster, I think, because we're going to apply so good with the precision and the 2 target painters. Oh my god, we're going to apply really well. 1 volley, that can't be more than 1 volley needed there. There we go. Let's see now. How many volleys does it take to kill these guys? It would have been nice if it was 2 volleys, but nah, I don't think so. And these frigates definitely will be better to use the Javelin. Maybe it's a bit like you know, not 100% if it's better with Javelin or Rage against the cruisers, but I definitely think it's better against these frigates. You know, look at these guys just dying like nothing. Torpedoes, one of the worst application weapons in the entire game. Just absolutely just shattering these frigates like as if it's nothing. Okay, let's go here, and then we're gonna shoot this here and shoot this here. Get a bit of target painters, painting them up to become like a balloon. We can disengage to the Bastion right here as well. No reason to have it. In fact, I probably should have done it a bit earlier, but it's all right. So we got through that those waves right there. It's pretty smooth. I've known Vengeance to be a mission that has been really hard to get through just because there's a lot of stuff you need to kill. It's also the same thing with that mission called that I did a while ago called what was it now? Buzzkill. Yeah, Buzzkill. That mission is also known for, or at least I remember it all the time as being a mission that took forever to destroy or get through. The same thing with this Vengeance, but it just seems like these kind of missions are no longer a real issue when you've got these Marauders pumping out 3k DPS like as if it's nothing. Also, look, I completely forgot to tell you. You've probably noticed already. I got a skin, the skin for the Golem. It costs absolutely too much, but I think it looks amazing on this ship. I think in general that this Capacitor style of skin, this one right here, this is the best looking skin for Caldari based ships. It's my favorite one in my opinion for that. Okay, let's see now. Are these guys too far away? No, they're 30 kilometers away, so it's good. Okay, good. It cost way too much. 3 bill. Yeah, it cost way too much. Okay, let's go. But I'm thinking that if I've got a ship that is just so good and so effective and that I like a lot, then I'm prepared to pay a good amount of ISK on a skin that I would like to use for it. Okay, let's go here and take these guys. And actually, this skin is a limited edition one. It doesn't exist anymore. There's nothing that can, like, there's no way you can get this anymore. They were released with an event many years ago. Many years ago. So there's no way to get it anymore. And I'm surprised actually it didn't go for more, because there are some skins that can go for really crazy prices. If there's this Paladin skin, this one, Yule Festival YC112, this one here. This golden skin for the Paladin. And I think it looks pretty good. The only thing I don't like really with this skin is that it's got these weird, these like curtain sort of things here. I think that looks a bit weird. But otherwise, I think it looks this golden black color scheme. I really like this a lot. This skin costs like 10 bill or even more in Jita. It's not a 9-digit or 10-digit number. It's like a 11-digit number. It's really so damn expensive. So I was actually surprised that this skin didn't go for more, because that skin is also a limited edition one. But I think it's just because this is quite a simple skin. Like, it's just black with a few red stripes, like nothing more to it. So I think maybe that is why it didn't go for more. So I'm just going to keep using Rage until I go through all these cruisers, because I saw that before I was doing about the same amount of DPS with Rage. And I think it's just because, you know, cruisers, they're not particularly small, and we've got very good application with the precision and target painters. Since we've got a bit better application with the Javelin, it's obviously going to have a better application in general. So that's why I think it did a bit more, it still did about a similar amount of damage to the Rage. But I didn't notice a particular big difference, actually. Let's go shoot these guys. Okay, good. Let's go shoot these guys now. He's quite far away. So these missions with very NPC dense content in them, this is what I love to do in Marauders. It's just so fitting for the Marauders. I wish there were more missions like it, because it would actually be, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of content in eveonline that is made for Marauders. They feel way too OP. They've got so much tank. There's nothing, like, I've basically got no tank. One tank module, that's all it is. And I'm still tanking these guys like crazy. The amount of DPS is just absolutely crazy, like, off the earth. Like, is not both DPS and the tank is just way too much. So I feel like there should be something else. These Marauders should put to use in something more on their level, actually. But I'm not really sure what. Like, the L5 missions, they would be nice, but they're only low sec. I wish there was there were L5 missions in high sec, but they gave a lot less. Because the thing is, with L5 missions, they give, like, I think it's, if I recall correctly, I think 100,000, oh, I don't want to over-rep there. I think they gave like 100,000 LP for one mission. Absolutely crazy. So I think that they maybe should, you know, put L5s in high sec. I think that probably a lot of people, because there are a lot of people, especially who hate high sec, people that think they are like little risk averse scrubs. And I mean, most people who are in high sec are, like, you know, risk averse. But I'm not saying that the stuff in high sec should be better than low sec. But I wish there would be L5 missions, but they would just give a significantly less amount to pay. Like, say, I don't know, maybe, you know, if the same mission in low sec gave 100,000 LP, maybe in high sec it gave 30,000 LP or 20,000 LP, like something like that. You know, it's still a lot more than L4 missions, because L4 missions rarely over 10,000 LP per mission. Oh, I should be using Javelin, actually. Okay, no, it's alright. But still, it's something, a next step up from the L4 missions that can actually put to use the DPS and tank of the Marauders. Go to the next site, or next pocket. The Coven. The Coven, isn't there like a place in the Pirates of the Caribbean, that movie called the Coven or something like that? If I can't remember that. I think there is something like the Coven place in Pirates of the Caribbean, or maybe it's the Pirates Cove. I'm mixing it up. We're going to the Coven here. I'm gonna blast these NPCs up. Okay, there we go. It's not really much here. Let's just get a bit closer and lock these guys up, and then we can just siege up when we've locked up that battleship. There we go. Okay. These guys are going to die so quickly. I think this is the last wave. I know that this is the last pocket, but I'm not sure if it's the last wave. I think there will come more waves, actually. Okay. His all armor just slapped in one volley. Yeah, look, there's more waves right there. Okay, and they're quite far away, actually, so we're going to have to use maybe some range scripts, actually, to get to these guys. Let's see if we can maybe use a range script. There we go. No, do not want to shoot this guy. These guys, how far range do we have? 58 kilometers. Okay, so we can't use that. We'll have to then switch over to precision script and take out the close stuff, and then we'll move, actually. Gotta move. We gotta move! They're actually even approaching us, actually, I think. They're approaching us. Are the battleships approaching us? Yeah, they're all approaching us, so it'll be alright. We'll be able to take them out just as when they've approached us a little bit more. We'll just take out everything that's close. Target paints of these guys. Oh, that guy has a big bounty, actually. 2.5 million? That's a lot. That big bounty. I think that guy may be the boss because he's got a name. Faramon Mundan. Sounds like some kind of boss name. You can put a bit of a range script and start taking him out already because he's within range. He's got 58 kilometer range on these rage torpedoes. Yeah, he's going down fast. Boom. Goodbye. Wait, is that another Faramon Mundan? Or maybe I was shooting the wrong battleship. Yeah, I think I was shooting the wrong battleship. Let's see now. This guy. Who does he think he is? Taking on the mighty Golem. The mighty Golem. Just slapping him up like as if it's nothing. These NPCs, they like in eveonline, the NPCs they get really a massive like reputation on them, like, oh, this is a fighter for the Blood Raiders, they've killed thousands of people or something like that, and then you just slap them up in just 2 seconds. Especially in the incursions, though the incursions, they are actually a lot more like dangerous actually than here. But even in the incursions, there's a big like backstory towards the NPCs, like how they're really dangerous, and in your incursion fleets just slap them up like as if they're nothing. Just turn the volume down just a tiny bit because it's a bit too loud in my opinion. Okay, I don't think I actually need to use Rage anymore. We're just going to take out these 2 battle cruisers and then we'll switch over to Javelin. I hope we can complete the mission before we get a bounty tick. Let's see now. Yeah, we will definitely finish because we got here 37. It's 52 now, so 20 minutes we'll get a bounty tick, so it'll be alright. We'll finish this mission long before then. Multi Javelin, switch over to precision script. Just got a bunch of little measly frigates left. We can maybe even unsiege actually, and start aligning out. Could be a possibility. I wonder, can you MJD with? No, you can't MJD with you've got the Bastion. Yeah, no need to keep boosting. Oof, just snipe that destroyer like as if it was nothing. I think it'll be actually better to just like, focus everything on one. Focus all the target bases on one frigate, because then that'll be so the frigate will be just big in its signature radius, so I'll die very quickly. There we go. He's orbiting. I think that's what's making it a bit hard actually. I'll put this position script. It's gonna help a little bit. We've got another wave actually. There we go. Take out this guy very easily. Very, very easy. One volley right there. Come on, I thought that was going to take him out. Now this one maybe. Blood Disciple. Corpus Prophet. A prophet of the Blood Raiders. I took out a prophet of the Blood Raiders. Like they really tried to have these like majestic names behind them, but they just get sniped so easily. You underestimate the Golem Blood Raiders. You're no match for the power of the Golem. The Golem actually, he has a bit of a face. You guys notice he's got a bit of a face. This is the eyes and this is the mouth right here. It's a bit of a face he's got. It's a cool face. Let's shoot this guy here. It looks a bit like a Golem face actually as well. It kind of fits it. I think maybe that's what CCP went for in their design choice. These destroyers, these destroyers are just going to fall like flies. There we go. Okay. Undo the volley. You don't even need to use target paint just to kill them actually. There we go. So fast. When we're doing 2k DPS, the Javelin as well. Look at that. Like okay, just a little bit under 2k DPS because I got a bit of drone damage as well. But we'll use Mjolnir Rage. Actually, no, we don't need to. Yeah, we'll use Mjolnir Rage, whatever. Oh, we got the tick already. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a bit a bit later, but whatever. We've got 10 mil tick. Now 10 mil tick is really bad in general for ratting ticks, but for high tech, I think that's actually pretty good because it's hard to get that amount of ticks. Like in general, ticks and high tech, they're so low. Switch over to the missile range actually, because these guys are quite far. I will just unload actually. Unload the cargo. No. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It's so laggy with these stupid scripts. It's so annoying. I wish there was an easier way to just switch them out quickly without it lagging. And there we go, like that. Okay, good. Let's see now. What is the range we've got? I think we've got enough range. Yeah, there. Okay, take this profit. Yeah, we've even completed the mission actually, but we can just keep taking these guys out. Oh, I'll unbast it. We can just align out because there's. I don't think there's any real reason to be sieged up when there's just a couple of battle cruisers left. They're gonna die so quickly anyway. I don't know if you can like align because I noticed that the ship kind of changes its orientation a bit when it's in the Bastion mode, but I'm not sure. Sometimes it's like I've noticed that when I'm in Bastion mode, sometimes my Marauder it kind of spins around a little bit, and I don't know. Maybe that's just because of the momentum it had when it was moving just before it sieged up. Or it's just it tries to align to a location, but you've got 0% velocity, so it can't do that, or it can't move. So the only thing it does is just turns. But the Golem, I think it looks like such a cool ship. It looks like a sort of like an artillery platform. It looks like a tank, so to say, and it just fires missiles at really long ranges. You know, it's quite robust, solid looking. Like a very, it looks a lot like, it reminds me a lot of a tank actually. Even though it doesn't look like a tank, but it has features that remind me of a tank. Like it looks like, you know, very like sort of armored. Even though it's not an armor-based ship, but it looks like a very like straight lines. Like it's really robust and compact in the middle.
Stargate denies you permission to jump at the moment.
Come on, Aurora. Let me go through. There we go. And it just sits there, snipes away missiles from a long range. Just idles in one location. It's overall, I just think it looks like a really intimidating and menacing ship. And especially with this skin, actually, I think it really makes it look even more intimidating. So you guys who want to see, this is what the default skin looks like. I think it also looks pretty cool. This orange and grey skin, but I like the black and red one much better. I think it looks really cool. This Vengeance mission, I'm so glad it just went so fast, just so fast. The Golem really does not care, and the Bastion timer, the 30-second one, it feels really like appropriate. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, Bastion timer, why won't it end? Why won't it end? I feel like the main, like, how do you say? The main downside to the Bastion timer ought to be that you are still. That's the main thing. It makes it so that you're still, you can't move. I don't think it should be just you're completely stuck in place for a really long time. It's annoying. I know that maybe some people would think that you should want to commit to one location, but if you want to move, I don't think it should be such a big penalty if you just want to be able to move. Or just want to be able to use your ship's actual role. That's why it doesn't feel anymore like when I use my Bastion module that, oh no, now I'm gonna have to wait a full 40 seconds, 50 seconds until I can unbastion. That's just, you know, it's at most 30 seconds, but often it'll be less because you start unbastioning before the full cycle is gone. So maybe 15, 20 seconds maybe, and that honestly, it doesn't feel like it's really changes much. The only thing is that maybe in some missions, like blitzing missions especially, then the Golem won't be as good because you want to be moving at the same time, because you want to be able to maybe, you know, go to the objective, or like Dread Pilot Scarlet, you will want to keep on going towards the gate. You won't be, it's unnecessary to use the Bastion module. So everything is going to be determined there just by how fast your ship is going. And the Golem already is a pretty slow ship. And then there's no real reason to Bastion, so that's kind of being wasted, but still. It'll be able to get through his missions, just not as fast, I think, as like the blitzing ships at least. But there we go, Vengeance done in a Golem, went really smoothly, just slapped up the Blood Raiders like as if it was nothing. A very satisfying mission indeed. I can't wait to use my Golem more. It's a really cool ship, and I think it looks pretty cool, especially with this skin. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.